Itadakimasu.
Welcome back to the ZMV podcast, everybody. Today, we have your hosts, PokeMD, Mace, Moet, and Chimpak. We're going to have an action-packed week of anime. We're actually just going to jump right into it because we don't give a damn how you were. So today we're going to be talking about Hell's Paradise to start it off. And my boy Moet had so much to say about this episode. So let's tune in as to why.
Let's be honest. This is, of course, as I've been saying the whole time, this is the best show we've been reviewing, discussing. Yeah, I mean, come on. I could literally watch 2 hours of Hell's
2 hours. 2 hours.
In the jungle.
I can sit there and watch the Hell's Paradise. Give me the movie. I'll sit there and watch it right now.
And you still be in the jungle.
Give me the director's cut, too.
Give me the director's cut. I'll sit there and watch the 4-hour cut.
Give me the raw version. I'll edit it out.
You're going crazy, but I'm not trying to work for you. But I will watch what you produce. This is honestly this is some of the best stuff ever. So I wrote down stuff. That's how good this was. So just to start it off, Gabimaru, after the experience he had with the Tensen, he runs into the other ass man and the prisoner he's guarding.
Yeah.
And I like the whole mental combat scene.
The dialogue? Yeah. I said
the dialogue with the mental combat.
What's it called? It's Watson. What's Sherlock Holmes? The whole Sherlock Holmes. Going back and forth.
Right. Where they can kind of see what each other would do in the situation.
I like how it showed the illusion that they were actually going to attack each other too, but they were like, nah, this is actually just in my mind what I'm thinking that you're gonna do and what I'm gonna do. And
I liked how ambiguous they made it too.
Yeah.
It was just like you weren't 100% sure it wasn't happening, but when they came back, you were like, okay, nothing really happened. So I like that whole thing they did right there. And then I also appreciate how Gabimaru is showing like real growth in his character. Like in the beginning of the show, if he didn't like something or something wasn't going his way, it was just, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and kill you. I ain't got time to deal with this. But this time he's like, all right, you know what? I need to put my pride aside. I'm not the same dude I was when I first came here. Let me go ahead and try and work this out. So I did appreciate that.
Pride is the devil.
Pride is the devil.
Correct.
Happy Pride Month.
Yeah, thank you. What I really liked about this episode, though, like besides like the whole fight, I just going back on the fighting. Like, oh yeah, your ear's weak or some crap. Like, oh, your left shoulder looks like it's broken over there. I really like that back and forth.
Yeah.
But also the girl started talking, and which I thought was pretty cool that she had started to grow up. I guess because she used a certain what's the explanation behind that? She used a certain amount of magic or whatever it's called, Tao.
Yeah,
Tao.
Little towel. She unleashed a little towel, and then she got a little older.
I was wondering if it was that, or if it was because when the dude attacked, maybe the fact that their powers collided. I don't know.
Could be some sort of thing, but basically like an awakened version of her, and she can kind of talk a little bit more, like dance and do like a dance move and everything. Less about talking. I like that though. Simultaneously, we're getting the actual explanation for what's going on from the other guys.
Yeah. I like the transition of them to explaining it. Actually, it's not even that guy; it's the other guy, right?
Yeah,
the blind guy.
The blind guy.
Yeah. And that showed how powerful he is.
Yeah,
and we thought maybe he wasn't as important of a character, but now it's kind of shaping up that this guy might make it off the island himself.
Yeah,
he might.
He's like, I'm not gonna teach you, bro. You gotta learn. It's like, all right.
And then he starts teaching her.
Is he teaching her or is she learning?
He's literally explaining everything he's doing. He's like, all right, now I'm moving my aura and all that.
But this is what you do.
He was.
This is the difference between Mashle and this anime. Like the backstories and all the explanations in this anime matter. In Mashle, they're just like, all right, backstory for you. You had a sad life. It's sad. By the way, you're sad. And it's like there's no depth into it. Like I know the type of backstory that you're going to have, and I really don't care about it. But in this, it's like, all right, I see where you're going with this, and I appreciate this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
agree.
actually
Everything is
doesn't
canon,
matter at
actually.
all.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it. It's not trying to make it serious. It's a
No,
very...
but why show up? I don't actually. Never mind. I'm not. We'll talk about it when
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Just calm down. Calm down.
Hater
I'm with you.
alert.
Calm down.
Hater alert. But it's
Hater
It's
okay.
not
Yeah.
hate. It's not hate.
It's
Oh,
criticism.
we saw that what's his face got powers from eating the people, which is really interesting. Who got some
Yeah.
towel? Got
Yeah,
some
the
towel
brother.
from eating.
He got some towel, but I think he was already pretty strong before this. I think that
But there's
part
no.
was a
He's
little-
not. He's like cutting. He's got enough towel to make him notice that he's got towel or something.
That's true. He
Mhm.
definitely eating the flesh definitely had an effect on him.
Mhm.
I don't think it's clear how much though. How much it
It's like someone who doesn't take creatine starts taking creatine.
that won't change you that
Well,
much.
yeah, it won't.
No.
No. It's for somebody that's not taking creatine that takes creatine. It's like taking steroids for someone who's already taking creatine. Like
But
low key, no cap.
For both steroids and creatine, you have to actually work out to get the effect. You're
That's
not going to get it instantly. This is more like someone who hasn't drank a Red Bull for the first time, and he's getting the effects of the Red Bull because that's more instant, I would say.
Okay, Red Bull
Yeah.
gives you wings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
caffeine.
I would say Red Bull caffeine is way more instant than taking like steroids or creatine, right? You're not gonna get insta buff by just taking
That's true.
steroids.
That's
It
true.
doesn't
That's
work that
Wait,
way.
have you taken steroids before? Do you
But
know?
I was thinking long-term effects, but you're right.
Long term steroids. Not me.
I've taken steroids before.
I believe you.
Oh, nice. What kind?
Oral.
Yep,
I had
that's the way you take it.
Nice.
That's the
I
way
had
you take it.
I had a rash infection when I was in high school, and the doctor.
So the doctor put it in your mouth?
No, yeah, dude, he put it in my mouth. He put it in raw. No, he prescribed me steroids, and I have acne ever since.
Oh,
Can you
That's
sue?
crazy.
do you still
You
take
sue it?
steroids? Do you still
I'm
take
pre-
steroids?
No, I took it for 7 days
You-
and
you
I
know-
stopped.
You know that you can get other stuff to get rid of the acne ever since.
Oh,
right?
I've never
Yeah.
tried.
You literally like that isn't a guaranteed.
no.
I
Like
know
my
the
my
doctor's
skin,
fine.
my skin before that was clear all the time.
Yeah. Okay. And how old were you when you got that?
Yeah, how
Like
old was that?
16, 17.
Okay, 16. Okay, you can literally. There's other products you could take now, right? That will
Yeah,
literally.
I could.
fix
But
what
who
you
knows if
need.
they work?
Wait. When you have your growth
Mhm.
spurt? When you have your growth spurt?
When I was like 14, 15.
You can still get
It could be
pimples later. It could be a lot of things. It's also stress and stuff too. But
Big stress.
but yeah, you could.
Big
Yeah,
Sean,
what-
big stress.
Big Sean.
Big Sean, big stress. Facts,
Sean.
facts only. But yeah, the point of this conversation was, Chimpa, you can for sure take something now and get rid of that.
Yeah,
ever
deal
since
with
it's
your
crazy.
pimples- deal with your pimples on your time, Chimp.
Yeah,
Jesus.
ever since it's crazy. Okay.
Listen, it's never gone away on my face. I don't have it on my forehead. I never had it on my
And it
forehead though.
literally will go away if you take some. time.
Yeah, you haven't heard of what's it called? Prozane or something like that?
Proactive is what you're thinking. Of.
Proactive. there you go.
But also, no, there's other like stuff. There's also soaps you could take and shower with that will help with that too. But
I used to get the stuff from 99 cent store. They work perfectly for me.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah,
Damn,
I never asked.
Jim back discovering like a whole. Like,
No,
it's crazy.
no. I mean, I scratch my face a lot, so like I probably.
I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
You wash
Nah,
your hands when you scratch your face, or you
No.
just spraying them oils.
I spread the oils.
Oh,
But
Nice.
damn! It really was
Nice.
the steroids' fault.
You put your hands in your hair, rub your hair, the whole oils in your hair, and then rub your face, right?
Rubs his beard and then rubs it on his face.
come on,
Rubs
guys.
beard,
Why
rub
we
your face.
why we exposing the boy like
So
this?
the whole
Why
the
we
whole
did-
point the whole point of this is that like the guys came up with the squids on their faces.
Wash your
Right.
face.
Literally. Yeah, you should be washing your face.
I do.
That also-
but
that al-
not with ingredients.
Well, you can't just wash it with water. And
You
then
wash it
Nice.
with
Soap.
water?
So
No.
and it's not just soap because there's like you have to do things like there's specific types of soap.
You
have
know,
to use.
soap says body wash on it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta do. There's specific. You literally need specific things for your face to wash your face.
All right, guys. All right.
My
welcome.
fault. What
Next-
we talking about? The island?
Next month, my skin will be clear.
I mean, it could be if you take care of it, but like
We're talking-
Leave me suggestions for your best facial.
Please. Please. Let me know.
Keep the
But,
links appropriate. Please keep the links appropriate.
But yeah, it was interesting that the colleagues came to settle it peacefully, but their their thought of peaceful was, just kill yourself, maybe.
Please,
for us.
please, just
Like,
KYS.
with their hands in the prayer, like just kill yourself. We'll be all
But
right.
I also like the conversation between the two brothers. He's like, first we got to think of a plan. He's like, no plan. Here's what we're gonna do. And then he says the plan. He's like, dang, bro, you actually thought of a plan. He's like, what do you think
I
about?
actually thought this whole thing out.
You actually thought this
It's like,
through.
why don't you just tell me that to start with? I'm sitting here freaking out, yo.
I'm here dying.
Don't worry about it. I got this all figured out.
Don't worry.
This whole religion thing is very interesting. I don't think I'm fully understanding what's going on with it. So the red haired dude from like 1,000 years ago, founded this stuff, right? And he came to the island.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, it's not.
I feel like he just combined a bunch of stuff and it came to the island, and then it just magically worked or something. I don't know.
That's what he said too, something like that.
He explained it, but I was also like, was it just because like as people washed onto the island, they brought their religions, and then as time went on, like the religions just got combined? But he's making it seem like this was a guy known in history.
Yeah, there's a guy that just came here, stole a bunch of different things, and said, "This is my religion now. I like that from yours. I like this from yours. I like that from yours. Oh, but I like this, and I want to add this."
So then, is this guy the seven tensmen split apart?
I think that would be the guy.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. I think it's like he deducted it with like false reasoning or something, whatever the phrase is. Because like, what if like someone shows up and they only hear like one thing from it, and then they leave, and it's like, oh, okay, they took this part from there, and the religion came from this island.
Yeah, that's why I don't know about. It's always hard to say when characters deduce stuff in these shows, because it can go both ways, right? This can be what the creator literally wants you to think, and it's true, or this can be what the creator wants you to think, and they're leading you down the wrong way, so that way they can surprise you later on. So
yeah, it could be like a red herring or something like that.
Red herring.
That's a great term, man. I'll go ahead and use that in my next Jeopardy.
What is red hearing?
It's when I've been outside in the sun too long.
Yes, thank you. I really think next episode is going to be really good for this, though. The fights are actually going to be happening. I'm sure they can actually team up. I like that he just put girl on his shoulder. He's like, "You come with me."
Yeah, teach me.
Yeah, teach me what's up.
We do this together.
Tao, sugoi, oi. Tao, strong, weak. Tao, strong, weak.
You're going to teach me everything you know. This is everything I know, guys.
Now, hold on. I feel like at a certain point, you kind of got to get it, because she was saying body, mind, and she was doing the hand thing. She was doing the hand up and the hand down.
He was sitting and watching like, I have no idea what
body, mind, strong, weak, left, right. I think she said left, rapping. Right?
Start rapping.
I thought she was dancing. Yeah. Someone should remix that entire like thing. Be a nice little rapper song.
She's like left, right, yeah, up, down, yeah, strong, weak, strong, weak, Okay, I see the flow. Hell's Paradise is it's turned up to the next level for me.
Go back into the hole and allow yourself to become tan.
Yeah, this guy is crazy.
Just freaking do it.
Yeah, return to tan.
Return the slab.
He really walked up and was like, no, chill. We can talk this out.
Just die.
Just go back in the hole and die, please. Please. Wait, I thought you said we can talk this out.
No, I lied.
No,
yeah, talking out.
I've done the talking.
I want you to die.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, though. You'll be all right.
I need elixir too, bro.
Please. I mean,
yeah, this is the best show. I gave this episode a 9.5.
This is a 9, yeah, for sure.
8.5.
He said, "Oh no, dude, we can talk this out, bro. We can talk this out.
We can talk this out. We can talk about it. I'm not a brute like those other dudes. Okay,
I'm sure we can be peaceful here.
Yeah, I'm sophisticated.
Just die.
Like, go kill yourself in that hole over there.
Just die.
What?
Please.
Look at this predator.
No, he's just
Look at her. No, look at her face. Look at her face.
He's like, what are you
She
doing?
wasn't
Here?
expecting to get scooped up like that. I'm sure that scared her. It probably scared her a little bit.
Scared as hell.
But no,
With
he
those
doesn't
eyes?
seem like a bad guy. I don't know his name, but he doesn't seem like a bad guy.
His name is Bad Guy McGee. What you think about that now? Huh?
Oh, no.
What you think about that now? Huh?
That
Yeah.
changes my whole opinion of him, actually.
Exactly.
Elmo, you know what that is? It's a red herring. Yeah,
Red
bro.
herring.
Is that a
It's a
callback?
fake name. It's a fake name. It's just to make you think he's a bad guy, but he's actually the best guy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
tell him again.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like
going to
a
be known
bit-
in history. He's going to be in the history books as the number one cow guy. I don't know.
It's like a Sean herring.
A shot.
A big Sean
a big
herring.
herring.
A big Sean
A
Herring.
big herring.
a
A
big
Sean
Sean
Herring, indeed. I get it.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 episode for me. It was great.
Mason Joey, tell us that it was a 9 or a 10 out of 10, please.
It's an 8.5.
Yeah, 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like, I liked it. I just didn't like it as much as everyone else, I don't think.
Yeah,
These are going to be the reasons the podcast splits up. Things
Gotta
like
bring the
that.
fans together. Come on. One last show. 50
Last
times.
ride. So speaking of Vinland Saga,
Wait, what? Wait.
Speaking of a 10 out of 10 episode, Vinland Saga.
speaking of Vinland Saga, which is obviously what we're speaking of next, correct?
Right.
So
Yes,
speaking of Vinland Saga, acting like y'all were so confused. You didn't like my transition?
Oh, I think
I
we
love-
should.
I actually loved
Speaking
it.
of it, but all right,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Wait, speaking of what?
No, so I'm with you. Speaking
Wait,
of
what
Vinland Saga.
Yeah,
Oh,
speaking
exactly.
of peak,
Speaking of Vinland Saga, now that you mention it,
Mhm.
so I mean, I'm obviously we knew he was gonna get punched forever, and we knew he was gonna
Mhm.
take it. It was really interesting to see them give us about 50 of those punches actually on the show. Like we got to see like a bunch of them, not just like cut immediately. We did get to see a lot of them first, and then obviously I like that Einar actually changed from no, don't do this, whatever, to no, he has to do this, and he started telling Snake like, yo, he's doing this. He's putting all this.
No,
Effort.
no,
yeah,
no,
if your boy gets
That did
punched
not
50
change.
times, are you going to tell him to stop? It's like, bro, you're 50% done. I don't want
Yeah,
you to
just
do
keep
this
going,
anymore.
man. You got to do this for us,
Yeah,
Einar
like,
did not change.
committed.
Einar is too weak to challenge anybody.
dude. He
Einar
pisses
would
me off. He
never
pisses
step
me
to
off.
anybody to stop anything. All he's gonna do is sit there and lie down while you do your thing. And if he doesn't like it, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna puff his chest. He's gonna say, "Arr!" And then he's
No.
gonna sit back down. That's it.
no. What he's going to do is he's going to pull the guy right next to him who looks exactly like him. It's like, you go complain, go fight.
I've never
Basically.
seen Einar do anything.
Basically. Wait, no. He did the Arthur, handball, ball hand thing at the king. So don't worry. He balled his fist.
Oh yeah, that's true. He
He
definitely
did
balled his-
exactly what Mo had said.
That's true. Yeah. That's
I
all
like
he's
that.
doing.
I like that this dude, got knocked down, teeth spit out, got up, looks like the girl from The Grudge when he got up and said, "What are you doing there? I'm a busy man. Come and punch me." Like I like that. I really like that.
Yeah.
Of him.
Yeah, that was real cool.
You know,
No,
I don't want to say this. It's embarrassing. Joey, do you know Fairy Tale?
Of course I do.
You know the guy called the perfume guy?
Yes,
He looks like the perfume guy,
he does.
He does.
He does. He very much does.
and it disgusts me. Not only that he looks like him, but that I remember that.
Immediately seeing it, Chip, I can't appreciate the episode.
Yeah, I really couldn't. I was like, this is the perfume guy, and I despise Fairy Tale. I don't know why I watched like 3 seasons of Fairy Tale.
You
It's
went
probably a
3
lot more than 3.
seasons into Fairy
It's
Tale?
It's probably a lot more than 3.
That's
It's
a
probably like 4 or
good
5.
chunk, brother.
Bro, that's like after Wendy, I think. I don't know. I watched.
I think
Why did you
it's
keep
definitely
watching it?
it's definitely after Wendy.
It's insane.
It's when there were like 2 twin dragon killers or whatever, dragon
Overall.
slayers.
Yeah.
Oh,
They started
No, we
slaying
good on that. We
gods.
good on the explanation.
Okay,
of Fairy
yeah,
Tale.
my fault,
Yeah,
my
we
fault,
can-
my
we
fault,
can-
my fault, bro.
Fairy Tale. But I like that, and like by the end, all the guys are just standing in silence, like in awe, like with respect for the guy. And then obviously he got to eventually see the king.
Big respect. Even
big
before he finished, they sat there because I think at a certain point, It's probably around like 70 something. He was like, "Oh, this is boring." He was like, "This shit sucks."
Damn it, man.
Go home. I'm tired
We
of
lost
this
our
shit.
money, basically.
Yeah, this is a tough ass dude. Whatever. I just want to get out of here. So I think about 70 something. He had their respect, and then they were probably just sitting there watching in silence. And you can see how gassed he was. Drought or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh shit!" And he showed him the ultimate respect. He was like, "Thorfinn, son of Thor's. You know, I'm sorry, bro. You a real nigga.
No cap. No cap. You
bro.
strong.
No cap, you real, bro. And I apologize, bro."
You were definitely guarding my boy. You were definitely guarding my boy.
The GOAT.
First team all defense.
First team for sure.
He deserved it.
First team all Kingsguard.
And so they let him walk through.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have let Einar through though. I'm hating on him.
No,
you are hating on him, but I was like, this dude is crazy. He was like, Einar, come on, bro, and then they let him.
Yeah,
he did not deserve
let
that.
him be there. They literally let him be there.
Fuck out of here. I said, "Hey, you little bitch boy back there, you gotta sit back."
Listen, he's got to take 10 punches at least.
At least,
At least, yeah. Bro couldn't even take one from the tired guy.
Yeah. Well,
Which was very funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, them letting him through was kind of hilarious. I will say that yeah, Ira getting mad seeing the dead bodies, like these are our dead. Like, did you expect people to live? Like, did you know who they were fighting? Like, what's actually going on here? The king was like, "Yo, sorry I hurt your face."
Oh, that was respectful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, that was
big
respectful, but it was freaking hilarious.
It was also like a little backhand shit.
Yeah, like, yo, your face all right?
Hey, remember how I got that? I cut your face up? Yeah, my bad about that.
I think he was being sincere. Like, I think he was just like, I actually regret it.
He was definitely being sincere, but also
He was flexing. He was like,
He was flexing.
yeah.
Everyone's like, oh shit, he did it?
oh shit.
Oh my god, it was him, the dude who took 100 punches right before. How could he do that?
The chief, he knows about Thorfinn.
Yeah,
Because he was like, "Oh, this guy's supposed to be a match for Thorkill." That was his name, right? The big giant.
Yeah, the uncle.
Thorkill.
Yeah, his
Which
uncle.
is crazy. Which is crazy to even think about because I didn't even remember that.
Oh, I as soon as like he said that, I had like flashbacks to that fight, and that was like such a good fight.
Yo, and
Dang, that's crazy that Joey doesn't know
Yeah,
about
Joey,
that
you
fight.
remember that fight?
it was great, man. There was action. I will say
There was actually.
that the funniest part of this was like, "I am the king. You see this?" And he told the wave stop. And based on the animation, I thought they stopped. By the way, like I literally thought the wave stopped.
No,
And he was like, "I can do nothing."
That was raw. That was raw.
I actually like that made me like this show way more because I was like, okay, there's way more depth to this dialogue.
Yeah.
You can show it. Like this guy, he understands what's going on. Like he's not when his whole explanation is fucking insane.
Yeah,
It is. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
But you have to be insane to be in that position.
Yeah,
I agree. Like I respect it.
Both sides make sense.
It, but I respect it.
I think both sides make perfectly good sense. Like he's just trying to provide for his warrior so he can be. I think he's lying a bit. Like I don't think he actually cares that much about his warriors. I think he just cares about being king. But like his excuse makes sense to me. He's like, I need this army. They need food for their family and whatnot. So I'm just providing for them. And then you have Einar with his only good point in the entire series is like, what about the other guy?
But see, that's where I would think. I'm thinking he does care about his guys because, like Thorfinn tried to bring up, he was like, "Yo, what happened to the paradise we were gonna do? What happened to that?"
His only good point in the entire season is actually hilarious. By the way, don't.
Yeah, that's his only good point. That's facts. That's his only good point.
Yeah,
but yeah, he was like, "Yo, what about the paradise?" So the king had ideas of saving people, of being a good guy. I think the like Chipak said though, him becoming king and the power led to this insane idea where okay, me saving my guys, the Vikings, includes letting them be Vikings, letting them raid, letting them pillage, letting them murder, kill, stomp, whatever they got to do to feel like they are who they are, to live in their identity, which is fucking insane. You can't just because they're your people doesn't mean you can let them do whatever you want to fulfill their desires. Like you got to have some decorum. But
see, but like even earlier, when they had like, I think like one of the chiefs was like, okay, they're about to raid the farm since they won. He's like, no, I need this farm. They can't raid it. So like, I think this is like, maybe he's telling himself that and like he's convinced that it's true. But I think like deep down, he doesn't care about these people. I'm pretty sure he's just like, I just want to be king. I want to rule. What was the entire continent?
Can't wait
to be king. That's right.
What'd
you say at the end, Mace? I lost the last part you said.
I was saying he was trying to be king of the whole continent, or like the Danish. I forget like his actual like final goal. It was like to unite the kingdoms or something.
Literally, yes.
Yeah. England and Finland or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, so I think he's just like, it's like a corruption of greed, where he may have started with good intentions, but the more power he got, the more like blindsided he got of his like final goal.
That or his final goal changed. His final goal shifted, which seems, I don't know. To me, that just seems more likely is that. Well, his it's the same goal. It's the same thing he told Thorfinn. Like, I still want to save people. Just the people I want to save is different now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to save you. I don't want to save you,
her.
Thorfinn. I don't like you no more.
You don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
Yeah.
Don't want to be saved.
You can't be
Don't
saved.
save her.
And I'm not saving Kettle either. And you know what? I'm done lying to you. I just want the money from his farm. All right? So, nah. I'm taking his shit. And I like him giving the signal, boys, surround him. What you want to do? Boys, what you want to do, huh?
They're going to start lining up and punching him.
You sit here and take 1,000,000 punches. I'll give Kettle half his farm back.
More like a tenth. But yeah, I get your point.
I wonder how like what's gonna happen next, because he was basically, because what's his face is gonna have to make a choice, right? The dude got punched.
Thorfinn?
Yeah, Thorfinn's gonna have to make a choice, right? Because they have no intention of leaving the farm. So he asked him what he'll do. You gonna join me? You can't stop me unless you kill me. And we know this is pacifist season. Right?
No, I disagree with that. Like, I was thinking about it when I was watching this season or this episode. I was like, oh, he realizes that he can't win without fighting here and there, but he wants to find out what's that first step right now. Like, how to talk to people, how to convince people not to fight, how to hold a conversation or something like that.
Yeah, that was the first thing that he said. He's like, you didn't even get to talk to Kettle first. Like, you didn't even talk to him first. You just went straight to war. Like,
yeah, you saw his sword. Yeah, you saw his sword, and you were like, okay, we gotta fight. You didn't take a step to stop the fight.
You just escalated it immediately.
Fair.
Also, going back a little bit, I really like the bar when he said, "I don't have any enemies."
Dude, yeah. that's like the favorite thing of everybody. And then when Joey said he posted in the chat a screenshot of like they finally said the line. And Joey thought it was going to be, oh, let's go to Vinland Saga.
When I saw you guys say he said the line, I also thought, I was like, he said Vinland Saga in this episode?
I completely forgot about that.
That's the line that everyone is talking about. I don't have any enemies.
Yeah, I don't have any enemies.
That's a bar.
It came back around from last season.
That's what everyone tells me too. It's like Chimpak has no enemies, which is crazy.
Nah, you got mad enemies. You got mad enemies.
I don't have any. I got haters. There's a difference.
Nah, mad dude you should watch out for. I'll send you a list.
I'll send you a list. All right. This is a good episode. 8.5 out of 10.
It's all right.
Maybe an 8. I don't like his face.
I wish the punching was a little bit
shorter.
Yeah, because we got about 8 minutes of punching, which I mean it was cool, and obviously they got interrupted and stuff. But I think 8 minutes is better than 10 minutes of the dude dying and walking. But I wish it was slightly shorter, just so we could kind of see how he's gonna react to that. But
no, I get it. When I was watching this episode and the punching finished, I was like laying down in bed and I didn't touch the remote, and I was like, "Oh my god, don't tell me this is the end of the episode." Did I watch 20 minutes of Thorfinn getting punched?
Punched in the face. If this had been early season, you would have.
I would have. Yeah, you're right. And I was like, "Wait, this is the entire episode. He just got punched." And I was like, "Oh, thank God, there's actual dialogue at the end."
Can we this pacing? The pacing of the show is so crazy because to start the show off, the pacing is so slow. It was so terrible, and now it's not even fast. It feels appropriate. Like it feels like it's well paced now.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they couldn't do this to start the season
The
off.
entire season. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, I really don't get it.
But they have 24 episodes though, so.
But it's not like
that's not an excuse.
It's not like they don't have content.
Fair.
I mean, we said it last week.
On the fly.
We can remove minutes. We can't remove episodes. Like, there's so many things that can be shortened down.
Yeah.
Like, this should have been episode like 16.
Yeah.
I would probably agree. I don't know exactly how the manga lays out, but at the very least, like we could have been 2 episodes behind at the very least.
Yeah,
I just know that the people in the chat or the comments were saying season 3 is going to be crazy compared to this. Like, you don't understand.
Yeah, I saw that too.
People were saying season 2 is going to be crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
No, there was one comment that said the season's kind of like mixed, but I personally love this season. And I was like, okay, I understand what kind of season this is going to be. I was like kind of prepared. I'm kind of just tired of it right now. Like,
yeah, I just want to see something as well. I get you. I agree. Like, this would have been fine. Like, I mean, this was a good episode. I don't think this is a bad episode. Just like
regarding the pacing, one thing I will say is I wish there was like some sort of like piano music while he was getting punched to really showcase that he's going into the afterlife. Maybe like him going through with the carriage, you know.
Do they have noise?
No,
I like silence in a moment like that.
yeah, no,
I would really like some like melancholy piano.
What
Maybe.
part? When he was getting punched in the 30s? Is that
No, probably
not.
in
when he was
the
getting punched in
70s.
the 90s?
like just some Mozart going on.
Yeah. And also, what song do you want to hear? Like, you want to hear Beethoven's Fifth?
I want to hear Chopin.
Oh, okay, a little Chopin. I like that.
Chopin. I always call it Chopin, but like it's definitely not Chopin.
Yeah,
Chopin.
Yeah.
It's
I like
Chobani, actually, but
Yeah,
Giovanni is a yogurt.
Yeah, that shows grandpa right there.
He was named after the yogurt.
take some notes. You'll
This
understand.
was a reference to when Gardar died, with the piano music being the entire episode.
You know what made this episode perfect? That after the punching, there was 15 minutes of the Thorfinn in the afterlife, just walking down a path, thinking about his life, and just like no progress being done.
And his dad telling him, "You have no enemies."
Yeah, that would have been great. I would have never watched another episode.
I wish his dad told him Vinland Saga.
Oh, you know what? You know what's crazy? If Big Sean makes a cameo and it says, "You don't have any enemies."
Oh.
I think he's got a song called "No Enemies."
Hold on.
Big Sean, no enemy.
That's a hardcore lie, but that's cool.
Wait, he does. It's called Moves and Guap.
Enemies feed Big Sean.
Yeah, Enemies Feed Big Sean.
Oh yeah,
Produced by Von Gifted.
Wait, I ain't got no enemies. I'm focused on what's meant for me, putting my energy back into real me.
That's to be real shit.
Got no enemies. Come on.
That's no hearts, no love with Metro Boomin. Is Metro Boomin Einhar?
No.
Nah, Metro Boomin is down. Come on.
Okay.
Dude,
he's Snake, if anything.
That dude is something else, man. Einhar is something else.
I got El Chapo with the Chapa as my doorman.
I just want to point out one last time for Einar. While he was there, he was screaming in the king's face, and the king was like, "Yo, whatever."
He was like, "Who is this loser?"
Yeah. He was
Did someone get this lost child?
And all Einar could do was say, "Grrr." That's the worst character ever. And you're supposed to like this guy too. That's the part of Vinland Saga. You're supposed to like this guy, and he's the worst person. He's the worst character. I like Canute more than I like that guy.
Well, I like Einar more when he was doing crap. Like besides being mad. Like if you're gonna be mad, actually do something. Like it would have been nice to see him get a punch in before dying.
Einer's the guy from this meme.
But
Oh my God.
what else did we
Like,
watch
you
this
laugh
week?
at this?
Mashle
Mash.
and is that it?
My Home Hero.
Yeah, My Home Hero.
My Home Hero. Let's do My Home Hero next. So,
Okay.
okay. My Home Hero happens. He was sleeping the whole time. Happens to wake up, thankfully, right? But we get a little backstory. We know the guys like called him.
My home shit.
You don't like it no more?
This shit is garbage.
Really?
What?
Why don't you like it anymore? I thought this was a cool little episode. I will say that in this episode, when the dude ended up, okay, I'll wait till we get to that part actually. But you know, the guy calls. Little recap. Guy calls. He's about to come in. There's a few things that I thought would happen in this episode. Right? Luckily, the guy woke up.
Mhm.
First thing I thought that was gonna happen was, oh my god, is he gonna get another rice cooker and get this guy? Right? That was the first thing I thought. I was like, all right, he's gonna get another rice cooker and get this guy. The second thing is, yes, which he should have.
Should've,
The
yeah.
second thing is when the dude's talking about like what the guys are gonna do to his family, I started standing up. I was like, oh no, we're not taking this. We're not taking this, right? We're going. Started punching, shadow boxing and everything. I'm like, yo, we doing this right now. You're gonna attack him right now, right?
Mhm.
You're not gonna wait. You're gonna hurt him right now. And he waited. And then the dude ended up taking out some mace. Now, let me tell you guys about mace. All right, not this mace. Let me tell you guys about real mace.
No, I'm in this episode. They got a cameo of me.
So I've been sprayed by mace before, but it wasn't on purpose.
I'm
What
sorry.
are you doing?
It wasn't on purpose.
Joey was out there going crazy.
Damn,
Anyway,
bro.
mate, it was me and my two boys. We were driving to the diner.
And the homies going crazy.
We were driving to the diner to get some food in my boy's sister's car. Now, it was raining outside. That's very important for the story. I've told the story before, I think, on stream. It was raining outside. It was raining outside. And one of my boys, Raul, my best friend, starts messing. I'm in the back, him and Steven are in the front. Starts messing with the glove compartment, takes out a thing of mace, and sprays it in the car. Now, he's an idiot. Obviously, he sprays himself, right? Obviously, he sprays himself, right? He obviously sprays himself. But remember when I said it was raining? The windows are up. And if you don't know how mace works, it travels. So he gets it. The guy,
I did move. I went all around. It was actually me who pulled the bottle out.
So it hits Raul in the eyes. Raul's like, ah! It hits the guy who's driving in the eyes.
Oh,
and I'm
no.
laughing, right? But he's okay because he's keeping his eye open while suffering, right? Obviously, I'm laughing. But of course, it eventually travels to me because the AC is on, and I get the mace in my eyes too. So we're screaming at that. Basically, what I'm saying is, mace hurts, man. I know we all know mace hurts, but mace hurts even if you're near. Like even if you don't actually spray yourself.
That's not what happened.
That is what happened. There was no.
You three was in the car, right? And then you took out the bottle of mace, and you was like, "Hey, yo, look what I found on the internet the other day. I got Pokemon mace." And so as you was showing it, the Pokemon mace used explosion. Exploded right there in the car.
Dialing it back a bit.
I'm curious. Where are you going with this?
The car flipped on the freeway.
Yeah, no, we were on the freeway. I'm 17 at the time, by the way, when it happens. And like, we opened up the window too. It was one of the hardest storms that they had. And we opened up the window. We got, stormed by the rain as well. It doesn't help with the mace, by the way. Did not help at all with the. We just got super wet, and no mace was. We're burning. We went to the diner though.
Nice diner.
Yeah, nice diner. That was it. But basically, what I'm saying is that the dude spraying himself and it like falling like that. Like I felt for him. 'Cause I've been a victim. I've been a victim of that.
You've been in love ever since?
No. I've been a victim of that. I didn't fall for him. No. When the mace fell on him, I fell for him.
Okay.
So you've been in love ever since.
You fell for him. All right.
I'm just saying though, that I cannot believe he actually let the dude talk about what he was saying they were gonna do. I literally can't believe it. Because you know what he said? He literally he killed the other guy because the dude said he's gonna hurt her and dump her. That's what and be gone with her. He killed the other guy for less, right? He was already beating her, right? So obviously there's more in a sense. But this guy is literally being evil, more evil, right? It's ridiculous. Like that guy would have died right there. The first thing I would have done, I'm telling you, I would have grabbed his neck and ripped off a piece with my.
Yeah, he's literally talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna have my little dudes rape your wife,
all
night,
and torch, and he's just sitting there with his head on the ground still, and he's like, "What should I? I don't know what."
The difference is like that's like a high schooler I guess that is like he's not gonna be. What do you mean no?
They're grown. No. She's a college student, bro.
Okay, he's a college kid, right? So like there's a difference between that and like this is that this guy's Yakuza. Like he's not Yakuza, he's the Yakuza of the Yakuza. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got a little like you're a little bit afraid of him.
Wait, no, he knew that dude was gang because as soon as he started following him, another dude came out of nowhere, beat him up, threw him in a pile of trash, and was like, "Yo, the dude you're following is gang. Leave him alone."
Yeah, but this guy has a gun, or at least he thinks he has a gun at this point. And he also technically wronged him. I kind of get it.
Saving grace.
No, he actually said he doesn't even think he has a gun. He even said this guy probably doesn't have a gun.
Okay.
He literally said this guy probably doesn't have a gun.
Right, and then he deduced that he probably does it because he would have flashed it by now.
Dude,
that's true, but would you risk it for a 5% chance that he?
If you're saying kill me anyway, right? If you're saying kill me anyway, bro, I'm lunging right into that dude the second he says anything like that. Dude's arm is underneath his jacket, by the way. He has a phone in his hand. He's not in a position to react quickly enough. Yeah, if I run forward and literally put my hand on the hand that he has under, he can't move that hand out.
But to be fair, you're not in a position either because you're bowing.
You're under him. You're in perfect position.
I'm literally in perfect position to run. Right? When you run, chimp, when you ran in track, you're in a downward position.
But he was bowing.
But you can still jump. You just shift your legs a little bit. You literally go forward.
You just shift your legs a little bit.
He doesn't even have to think because the dude's not going to be able to shoot him. What you already deduced is not a gun. You just run right into his leg so he falls. There's so much you could do. Also, hey, you're in here, are you? Comes right out. Like, at least slam through the door and like let him know. There's a lot. Like, I feel like the guy who's done things for his family, especially in the beginning, kind of like it was really weird here at the end. I know he felt terrible because he killed his family.
And this is why I called it my home shit.
So while I was watching it, I was like, man, the suspense is crazy. I really like the suspense that it's building throughout. But after I watched it, I was like, man, why am I watching this? Like after all the suspense is over, it's like, really? Like this is the episode? Like I don't know, dude.
I don't know. I enjoyed the episode.
One part I did like was them framing over to the other boss of the gang guys.
Yeah.
And he had the other two dudes beat up right next to him. Like it made it like, at least for me, it seemed like, oh, you guys let that dude go, huh? And he just beat the shit out of him. Like, you fucking incompetent. How do you guys let the guy go that you stabbed up? Damn it.
I think they're both fighting with their eyes closed because of the mace. Like, It's interesting though because the cops are like, Tetsuo wins. He wins here. He literally wins here because the cops are coming. The dude's name is most likely on the lease for his daughter, right? Like at least the last name's most likely on the lease. Like this is my daughter's apartment. So I don't know what's gonna happen. This guy gonna go to jail, but I'm sure the other guy who they're calling is like, oh, we don't know where he is he okay? He's gonna show up too, right? I'm sure like both the cops and the other guy is gonna show up somehow.
Oh my god! I hope he kills him.
But you have to consider about this. Like, it depends on how high up this organization is, and if they're like national level, like the police will know that okay, if they stop this guy, the whole organization is going to go after either him and his entire family, so he has to go in like protective services, or they don't do that and he dies because the organization goes after him.
I will take back everything I said about this show. If next episode the cop comes in, he looks at the guy, he says, "Oh, Mizuzuki-sama." He bows and he says, "Do you want me to kill him?" They shoot Tetsu in the head.
He's not going to shoot him. He's not going to shoot him in the head though, because that will literally go against what the guy said. He's going
also he doesn't have a gun. I don't think police officers have guns.
He's talking about the cop.
No, cops don't have guns. I don't think.
I know in certain. No, I think you're talking about the UK where they have sticks. It's crazy.
Okay,
they have twigs. Yeah, they have twigs that they pick up from the ground right before. Like if you don't find a stick on the floor before, you're empty-handed.
Yeah, man, that sucks.
Man brought a stick to a gunfight.
It's a fair fight if you don't find a stick.
Bro. Budget's terrible out there.
Yeah. I do like the part where he removes like the plastic wrapping on his head because it actually explains how that went. Because I was thinking about every time I saw his head.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
That's the same thing they do for dogs and stuff, right? They cut off a piece of hair, and then they do what they got to do there, and they put a bandage over.
I just didn't understand it. I was like, is that like a saran wrap or like it's actually just like a plastic cap?
Yeah, I thought it was a rain cap, but I guess this explanation makes sense too.
I just got really mad that he didn't attack him in the middle of his. Like he waited till later, right when the dude was calling for everything to happen. Like, bro, you killed the guy in less time than this. Like, I feel like I understand he's like resonating with him because he's a dad. He's like, that's why he's like forgiving and trying to go that angle. He's like, I'll give myself up. I'm tired of this.
Hashtag dad rules.
But I don't know, dude. You say that stuff to me, and it's a one-on-one situation like that too. Not even like literally a one-on-one situation. Like I'm going, like adrenaline is rushing. Like I'm going full psycho on you. For sure.
Art of the war, Joey. Art of the war. Patience is key.
No, but not in that one. None of that. He literally would have had the +1 on this dude.
Probably.
Yeah, he could have got jump on him
easily, dude. Like it's in the bowing position. Go right for the legs. The dude falls back. You could literally reach forward and pull him back yourself. Right?
Yeah,
like sweeping up the rug. Like there's so much that could have happened there. And then after that, you start stomping on his face. That's it. There's so much that could happen to this guy. Like the stuff he said, he deserved it to die. Like immediately. The other guy deserved to die too, though. So, like his son deserved to die. I would have said that, and I would have said, "Yeah, your son sucked too." Or
he did say that.
I put my dick in your son's mouth too. While he was, like, I would have just said like a whole bunch of it. I would just violated the hell out of this dude, like verbally.
Whoa, what are you doing to his dead body? Chill.
His skull's my keychain.
No. He's alive during this. I'm telling him. So I get him pissed. I get him more pissed.
Hey,
I'm talking about for the father. The father. Yeah, I'm telling him this because you don't say stuff like that and think you get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I definitely would choke them out and be like, yeah, this is what I did to your son.
Yeah.
Strangle the shit out of him. Yeah, this is how he felt too.
Like, this is what I would have done to your wife if she was alive, but she liked it or something like that, Like, you gotta put some stuff in there. Because the thing this guy said, I don't know.
That would have been a good bar.
When you're fighting for like your life, literally fighting for your life, anything happens, anything goes, right? Literally anything goes. I just don't like the way.
Anyone just fighting for his life. He's fighting for
your family. Life. Exactly.
His daughter's life.
His whole family's life, dude. If he already is 100% okay with him dying, which he is. He said, give me up, kill me, I don't care, I'll kill myself. Which the guy was like, I don't like that. No, that's not enough suffering. Which I thought was pretty interesting. But if he's literally like, I'll kill myself, like if you're going to do that, then you better fight for your life instead of just giving up. Like if you're going to lose anyway, and the dude already said, no, go right for him.
But would you do that in the off chance you lose? And then he's like, okay, well, you fought back, so I'm just going to beat up your wife and your daughter anyway.
Well, Mace, it's what I'm saying, though. Like, the second I would have attacked the guy was when he said what he was going to do, regardless. That's literally what the dude did. Okay, the dude did that and then still stood there and listened. Like, the second he said, oh, okay, you're going to die right now, then with me. Like,
all right. But I guess, like, the average person doesn't have that mentality where it's like, okay, I'm right. Okay, I know what I'm going to do in this situation. He has to, like, think about it.
Dude really had the whole plan out for what he was going to do after. I'm going to chop up your legs and put their head on a pizza and serve it to you.
He had it back from the bar, from when he first talked to him in the bar. He was like, yo, when I find the person that did this, man, I'm going to chop their family limb from limb, finger from finger, toe from toe. And I'm going to flip them upside down. And like, Tetsu sat there and listened to that whole thing. And then he listened to it explain it again. He's like, yeah, I'm going to chop your family limb from limb, finger by finger, toe from toe.
Okay, but the difference was he said, wouldn't you do anything for your family? He said that night. I said, remember I said I'd do anything for my family.
I'd be like, oh, man, I can't let you go. As soon as he would have turned his back on me. Put him in one of the Brock Lesnar's. Is that what they call them?
RKO?
The Big Sean's, yeah.
The Big Sean, yeah, the Big Sean.
They call them Big Sean.
Let's call this right. Put him in the Big Sean.
You know, it'd be funny though if who comes in to save him besides the cops, the dude
daughter
who called him. No, not his daughter. She's useless. You already know she's useless.
If the wife showed up, that guy would have been dead. I'm just saying.
If the wife showed up, bro, in her cop uniform,
Bro.
With the stick?
Yeah.
That'd be hard.
Hello, officer.
I'm just saying, in that
Hello.
situation, if the wife was in the husband's place, guy would have been dead already.
She would have murdered the guy.
Yeah.
immediately.
The body would have been already hidden. There's like no blood at all. Like she would have taken care of everything. It's like
I
you left
don't
me
know.
instructions for this.
I don't know if the wife was in the husband's place. She could have ended up dead pretty quick.
I think the guy is literally what's it called? The guy is literally
But it's
less
a dead, silent
offensive.
apartment, and the floors are like, aren't they like wood or some shit?
yeah, that's what the people heard. People heard. I was like, that's what
That's
they
what I'm
that's what they called the cops. They literally
So
called the cops.
if she pops out, it would have to literally be the perfect pop out for her. Because otherwise, I mean, look,
But she doesn't have to pop out, dude. She could just call it self-defense.
That's true.
she's
Yeah.
going self-defense. What do you mean? Oh,
she
you're
has-
talking about if she managed to get the jump on him.
Yeah, it's literally self-defense.
I'm saying she's gonna get tombstone pile drive through the floor.
Thank you.
More than likely. more than likely. You saw how homie got handled.
Yeah.
He's getting choked out right now. I hope. Oh my goodness. I want to end by saying I hope he dies. I really do. That would be great for this anime. Like he needs to pass along.
So what is it? A 7 out of 10?
I would say 6.
Like an 8.
I give it an 8.
Well,
All right. The best anime of the week.
Shittle.
Week. Yo, what I tell you about Mashle? The
What'd you
dude,
tell me? What'd you tell us?
Mashle, whatever. Yeah, the dude. I'm just like you. No, you're not, bro. No, you're not.
Literally
No.
not. Not at all.
Where'd you get these arrows? Huh? I didn't see them last time.
And before we continue, I just want to make sure I get my credit real quickly. I said he would be like, oh, I got demon powers or some shit. I'm just like you. And what he said he had a demon eye.
But he did know that Mash doesn't have any magic,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
Well, it's because his eye wasn't working.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. His demon eye don't work on him.
I like that the first fight versus Shino from Naruto. Shino?
Sheena,
Shino.
Yeah.
Shino been troll.
Yep. Hey. Shino, that the dude was like, oh, gravity doesn't work. More gravity. Like, I like that was basically the sum of that fight, right? Gravity
Yeah.
doesn't work. More gravity. That's it.
I have nothing to provide for this episode.
Not a fan.
This shit was trash. Okay, they do. It feels it's like a cheap knockoff of every other show, especially One Punch Man. So they do the thing in the first fight where the guy explains for 30 minutes about his power and how he can never be defeated, just to lose in 3 seconds.
Yes.
It's like, yo, you don't have to do all this. Like this is the old. I feel like this is the old way to do things. Why are you still doing things like this?
I like
Very-
that. Yeah, I get. I feel you, Mo. That fight was whatever to me. I don't really care about that fight. That's 11 minutes. Definitely took too long. I want to see Mash versus Mash 2, but I like that he let himself get caught. The one cut that I was like, okay, no, you
I do
can't
like
get.
that.
You can't get cut in your abdominal because these are literally muscle that they're tearing through. This is not the same as skin.
No, but he trained his abs.
Yeah.
He broke
right.
his sword. So
But I'm also he didn't really like cut through his abs. I think it's supposed to be like he caught the sword in his abs.
he caught the sword.
No.
Yeah,
What
I know,
happened was there was
crazy,
cream
right?
puffs under his shirt, and it was the jam that got out.
But that's not even the part I'm upset about. The dude, so Mash gets out of that, he starts beating the shit out of the dude, right?
Mhm.
Throughout the whole fight, and at the end of the fight, you look at the dude. He could go to a wedding. He's completely clean. He could take his prom photos. There's not a scratch, a mark. He had a white shirt on. It's completely
Okay.
There's
That's
nothing
just bad. That's just bad animation because when he's on the floor, he's not clean. When he's on the floor, he's not
Yes,
clean. But when he
he
gets
is.
up,
Look at-
no. I know what you're talking about. Right here, he's clean as hell. I know what you're talking about. Right here, he's clean, right? But because that's when he ended up on the floor. But when he's on the actual
2 seconds before that on the ground, he might have had 3 specks of dust on him.
about 2 seconds before that, he actually has. That's just bad. That's literally just bad animation. He literally has red over his face and everything. So
now,
like
did you see Mash hitting him and punching him that whole time?
the best part is Mash was clean the whole time when he has blood going up.
I mean, this is what I don't. That's why I call it a cheap knockoff of One Punch Man. It's similar.
Oh,
It's
you
very
know,
similar,
I
actually.
have one thing to say. I thought that that guy was the guy's sister.
Oh,
I did too.
yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of scratches right there.
I can explain this. Magic.
Magic.
Neither of them have, by the way. Neither of them have magic, but it's magic.
It was
Even though
literally,
Magic-
it was just bad animation. There's a bad frame. They didn't animate it well. I don't like that Mash had blood all over him and didn't have blood though. I will say that like, why is his bodysuit healed? The whole caught with abdominal was funny. But like, if you literally get cut in muscles, that's I'm pretty sure that's unrepairable. Like in a sense, like I mean, in Magic World is different, but like I'm pretty sure if you get cut on your abs, like your actual abs, especially if you're flexing or something, that's not coming back, right?
Yeah.
Now, unless, like
Yeah.
I'm fairly confident that's how it works because I've heard that from a few people, but of course I just heard that from people. Looked it up.
But I'm not gonna hold them to
Be real.
life standards.
Yeah.
Yeah, with scars, that's different.
I like that he just beat him up though, and he's always saying like, you know, my foot magic. Here's my back magic. You're gonna die here.
I will definitely
Yeah.
hold them to showing somebody get beat up and then looking perfect at the end, though.
That's
I would definitely
that's a standard anime trope though. That's
Yeah.
also that is a standard thing, but also I think that again that was just literally a bad frame because the dude in other frame, the frames right after, he does have some cuts on him, and so does Mash, but I think they just forget. I don't know if they do it in order. I don't know if they do it in order or they do it at the same time of the week, but maybe they did the fight on like. Maybe they did that first, and then they did the fight on a Thursday, or like this on a Tuesday, and then they just forgot. While double
I'm
checking.
like,
No, usually it's like different
anything.
teams working on like the same scene, or different scenes. But yeah, there's like literally scenes where you see blood on his suit, and then other scenes where you don't, even from like far away.
Yeah.
Fly on your face. You're a big disgrace.
Kicking your can all over.
We
But,
will rock.
Yeah, I mean, I want the fight to be a little more. Definitely.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about the backstory.
It
Which
doesn't
one?
matter. It's a fight.
The backstory doesn't matter.
We literally watched this for fights. There's like nothing
Yeah,
else
the
for it.
first-
No, what I'm
first
saying
thing-
is I was complimenting Hell's Paradise for its backstories because it transitions smoothly and there's a reason for all the information that it gives you. And in this, it's like very basic. Like I'm the villain, and here my family life is tough.
My mom tried to kill me.
My mom tried to kill me out of nowhere, by the way. Like this doesn't matter, dude. I didn't need this information before the episode or after the episode. It doesn't change anything. You're worthless. You're not even going to be in the anime after this episode.
You literally don't matter.
That's true. Yeah.
You're taking off all this ozone layer.
That's it.
You're just you. I don't need any more of your pixels.
No, you're right. I mean, I don't care about backstories at all in this show. Is this a funny gag anime you just watch? For,
Yeah,
like,
but
the
why
fights
have
and gags?
backstories then? Like, just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a buck.
You're right. You're right.
Overall,
Yeah,
good week. Good week.
Yeah, good week for the most part. Match was trash, but you know it is what it is.
Yeah, trash. I'm gonna say like it's absolutely like sub 5 out of 10. Like I was struggling to watch it. Like I was mad watching it.
That's fair. Oh, it's about to be done.
Thankfully, there's 3 episodes of Oshinoko left.
Just enough time to get in and get out.
Get in and get out.
Just enough time to watch the first episode.
You rate it? My bad. Sorry, I had my door. Somebody
He said-
6,
He said
like-
5.
5,
Sub
6. Yeah,
Sub 5. Sub 5.
I just want the jokes. That's all I want.
Yeah.
There,
it's like
there
a
were no
solid
jokes.
7.
There actually were no jokes in this episode.
Well, the
But-
joke was I caught it with my ab. I wanted you to do that.
Oh, that was a
Got you.
joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, can you do that?
Yeah. I don't know, Chimp.
Oh,
I
Chimp don't
can't.
Chimp don't even
Maybe-
wash his face. Come on.
That's true.
I'm gonna give you some.
That's because I'm training my abs.
it's not enough time.
I got no time to wash my face.
All right, I hope y'all enjoy it. What anime y'all still watching right now? If you did, leave a like, sub, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of the CMP podcast. Peace.
Peace.